Hello friends, welcome to Dave's Skillet. Today, it's not really a recipe, I suppose it is a recipe, but we're going to do a gravy mix and a dry mix on how to make your own gravy. Now I've already got one made, but I'm going to do it again because I'm just going to show how I do it, not actually do it. Oh, here it is. I need 3 tablespoons of this to make my gravy. And inside of here is, to make it, 2 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of onion powder, 2 tablespoons of dried onion. That's this stuff here. I don't know if you can see that, if you can make that out, what that looks like. It's onion flakes. I don't know if you can see the brand on that, what they call it. Chopped onions. 2 tablespoons of dried chives. You can use fresh. 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of cracked black pepper, 1 tablespoon of sea salt, 2 tablespoons of chicken flavor bouillon. Oh, wait a minute. There it is. This stuff here, made by Knorr, this one. The brand name doesn't matter what one you use, that's up to you. Now here's the deal. This one's beef, so I used beef bouillon, which means all the ingredients that I've given you that I'm going to show in post, with the exception of the chicken flavor, you can turn this into any gravy. You can turn it into beef, you can turn it into ham, pork, you get the idea. Whatever bouillon you got that you want to use, you can do that. And 3 tablespoons of the mix for every cup of water. Now if you want more than a cup, obviously you double down on the ingredients. I put 3 tablespoons of butter. That's if you want 2, use 2. If you want 4, use 4. But it gets down to salt and pepper, you know, the taste of it. And so go with your taste. And there's your gravy. Now, I'm going to make one so you can see it. I'll be right back. And so we are going to add the mix to the water. Three tablespoons, 1 tablespoon measure. Make sure the water is cold when you do this part, otherwise it will clump up on you, which won't be pleasant. And you'll really have a hard time getting the clumps out. I put one of these dry packets in the mix so they don't soak up any moisture. And then we can put some butter in there. I'm going to go with 2 tablespoons for this one. If I feel like I need more than that, I'll add more to it. But just to get it started, I'll add 2. And put this in the microwave for 1.5 minutes. Making gravy is so easy. Like I said, it depends on the bouillon that you're using as to what flavor you want. And we put that in the microwave. And I'll be right back. 1.5 minutes later, give it a stir. it's going to have to go back in. It's not quite done. I'll give it another minute and a minute each time I think it needs. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper to mine. It's got some in it already, but I like mine a little bit more. So I add a little bit more. Taste is optional, up to you, however you want to proceed with this. I'm going to add another tablespoon of butter. I know you were wondering, why is he only putting 2 when he said 3? There's 3. Now the thing is, I'm going to give it another minute, and it may take a while for it to gellify, but it'll get there. And I'll be right back in a minute. So we give it another stir, and it's done. And you can see the consistency of how it is. I can't taste it right now because it's really hot. And I don't want to burn myself, but it's 1 cup of brown gravy. Now, if you want it to be brown gravy, as opposed to this pale color, and we have to make a little add of this, just a drop. I mean literally a drop. I'm not pouring it in directly because I might add too much. You can see how much I got. It's not a lot. Let me add that to it. And that will darken the gravy to the color you want. More is darker. I think that's, for me, that's the right color. But you can make it darker by adding more of this stuff. I'm going to take a taste just to let you know what it's like. Got a little bit hanging on the end of that spoon. We'll get that stirred in. It was getting a bit gelatinous on the spoon. Okay. Perfect. I'll use this gravy later today with my lunch. I got to make some smashed potatoes. That'll be the next recipe coming up. Oh yeah. And you saw the gravy made right here for today's mashed potatoes. I'm going to leave it right there because I'll be back making my potato soup recipe. That's going to be next. Now, instead of using these packets, which can be kind of expensive when you add them up, $1.50, $2, sometimes you get them on sale for $1. Okay. But that jar that I have with 2 cups, I guarantee you, that is a lot more bang for your buck than this. I don't know how many cups or packets that would make, but quite a few. And that's only half the jar. If I put 4 cups of flour, if I just double down on the recipe, then yeah, I would have to buy like 50 of these things. That's $50. Well, okay. I'm sure you can count. Like and subscribe down below. Hit that like button. Give me a thumbs up. I'll see you on the next one. Bon appetit.